The Cliffs of Moher are one of the most visited places in Ireland, and most of their visitors roll up in a tour bus from Dublin. But in my opinion, the best way to experience them is by hiking the Burren Way. The trailhead of this jaw-droppingly beautiful walk is just below the iconic castle Donegal, outside the town of Doolin on the north end of the cliffs. We've got a window of weather here on the evening that we arrive, so we're gonna try and get this hike in now. We've got about 4 hours to do this. I think there's time to do it, but if we don't do it now, we may not do it ever, so. Beginning at sea level, the Burren Way takes you along the cliffs and creates a much more interactive experience with the environment. It takes you around farms that straddle the shore as the cliffs climb higher and higher. I've done this hike twice, and both times experienced the full spectrum of weather that Ireland can throw at you. From gorgeous, vibrant sun, to pouring rain, and howling Atlantic winds that whip up and over the cliffs. Well, this is what it means to hike along the Cliffs of Moher. Lots of wind. So prepare for this walk with layers and footwear that will keep your feet dry. We walked for just over an hour through some of the most stunning scenery you'll ever find on a hike anywhere. Incredibly green pastures and hillsides, cobalt blue seas swirling on black rocks. It's places like this where you can feel the Earth's spirit speaking directly to you in its language that we all understand. This is farm country, and you will encounter animals along the way, and they will come and greet you, and we couldn't resist saying hello. These 7 horses stood like statues staring off into the Atlantic and reminded me of the ancient story, The Leap of the 7 Foals, wherein legend says that when St. Patrick brought Christianity to Ireland, 7 Irish gods hid in a sea cave near here. After 300 years, they emerged, were startled by the bright sun, and ran along the cliffs until they finally leaped off the highest one and were dashed against the rocks below. It seemed as if they were steadfastly awaiting their ancestors' return. After about 40 minutes in, you reach the elevation section of the trail, and the landscapes hit the next level of dramatic impact. This is where the Cliffs of Moher finally take the stage and reach their full majesty. Fortunately, this is also what it means to hike on the Cliffs of Moher. Not a bad payoff. You can take the Burren Way all the way to O'Brien's Tower, near the Visitors Center. And though the cliffs reach a little higher down that way, I prefer the dynamic views here, where the cliffs are more wild and less visited. This is truly amazing. I haven't been here in about 15 years, and it's as gorgeous as I remember.